tales. Sit back and listen to our bartender tales. I'll bring you around, drinking on down to the tales we tell.
I'm Doug. Not Douglas or Dougie, just Doug. I'm Doug. So I was wicked excited for this day. I had been working like hell the past year in a pretty crowded bar trying to make bank to move into a better apartment. But now I got the opportunity to work at a local fancy nightclub. And this was my first day, and I was wicked confident and enthusiastic to work there. So around 10 p.m., I'm at the nightclub, and it's wicked noisy and loud, and there's so many young ladies and gents having the time of their lives. And this place had 4 bars in the club, each about 10 feet apart. And each bartender was trying their best to keep up with the drinks as fast as they could. This was definitely a good place to make some good tips. So I was in the groove. So some time passes by, and out of the blue, I'm handing out some drinks to this young couple, and I see out of the corner of my eye this young guy sneaking up behind the next bar that was closest to me. And he's trying to steal something. So I try to shout out over the crowd to the other bartender a warning to let him know what's happening here, but he couldn't hear me. It was way too loud in there. So just as this guy's about to steal a bottle of whiskey from the counter, that bartender turned around just in time, and he grabs this guy's hand. And he goes, "Hey, what are you doing, man?" And so this guy goes, "I'm sorry, dude, I was just trekking these drinks out." And of course, the bartender obviously doesn't buy this. And so without warning, the guy punches the bartender in the face, grabs the whiskey bottle, and he tries to run away. So I see this. I come out from behind my bar, chase after the guy with this other bartender, and even though it was pretty hard to find him in the crowd, we finally get him in the nick of time right as he's about to exit the club. And he says, "Hey, let me go." And the other bartender says, "Just wait here, you little punk. Doug, hold on to him while I get security. I think I've left my walkie-talkie somewhere." So the other guy goes to get security, and I hold on to this guy's arm tightly by the hand, and we're standing there waiting for security. And I say to him, "You really thought you could run away like that, you little creep?" And I look at him, and he's crying. And I go, "What? After all that, you're crying now?" And then he says to me, "Can you please call off security, man?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you should have thought of that one earlier, man. I wasn't going to let this kid go on my first night. I needed some good cash from this place. I wasn't going to ruin that." So then he says to me, he's like, "Sorry, I didn't mean to. I mean, I didn't have a lot of money, and I just really needed a drink, you know. I was having a rough day, and I've got a mother who's at home, and she needs my help, and man, please don't let the police get me here, man. Just let me go." And I say, "Save it for the security, man. Don't worry. You wouldn't have too many charges. It's just a bottle of whiskey. You didn't come here to bomb someone, right?" And then he says to me, "Hey, man, just play it cool and talk them into giving me fines or anything, okay? My money's running a little low." I'm like, "Dude, stop." So now the other bartender finally arrives with the security, and they take the guy into custody and take him away. So a little bit later that night, I'm finally back at my bar. I'm starting to cool off because of all that commotion. And just as I'm about to finally settle back into my groove, this guy comes running up to me and says, "Dude, a guy just took my credit card and left just now. I didn't see him. Call security." So I roll my eyes and look down and reach out for my walkie-talkie. Maybe this place wasn't going to be worth the money after all.
Thanks for watching, like, subscribe, or buy.